Oh, alrighty. So all you'll need for today's Tai Chi class is your chair, sitting at the front edge of it, hands on your thighs. Let's find that opening protocol. Structural uprightness, zhong, upright. And then we want to, instead of holding on to our body with stiffness, we want to relax it. We want it to be as loose as possible. Then when we're upright and loose and relaxed, something happens they call chunwan. Heaviness goes down. So we want to let the heaviness go down through the body, down through the chair, down through the legs, underneath you, underneath the ground. And you get your stability from that. And then what's left is a light levity through the body known as Ching Ling. So again, body upright, soft and relaxed. Heaviness goes down. What's left is lightness and levity through the body. Breathing in through the nose, long, smooth, and full. Out through the nose or the mouth, long, smooth, and empty. About 4 or 5 more breaths. Feel the yin and yang of breathing, the expand and compress, the open and close. Now let's add the first movement. Slide hands and elbows and shoulder blades back, chest up, chin up, arch. And then settle back to neutral. Slide your hands forward past your knees, hollow the chest. Round. Let's do that about 4 more times. Inhaling as you slide back and arch. Exhale as you slide those hands forward, hollow the chest, round. Drop the head. Few more. One more time into the arched position. Settle to the neutral position again and right into the twist. Left hand forward past your knee, right hand and elbow back. Turn the shoulders, turn the head to the right. Twist. Back to center on the inhale. And then right hand forward, left hand and elbow back. Twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Couple more each way. And then we're back to center. Hang the arms loose, crown up tall, and we lean. Float the left wrist up close to the body, left foot empty, lean to the right, and then switch. Lean. Back to center, switch. Center, switch. Couple more. And we're back to center. Now, shoulder blades. Forward, up, back, down, neutral. That's one. We do it again. Forward and up, back and down. Neutral. Forward and up, back and down. Neutral. Forward and up, back and down. Forward and up, back and down. Once more. And then we reverse. Back and up, forward and down. Back and up, forward and down. Couple more. And loose. Feet together, knees together. Hinge a little bit from the hips forward. Bring your arms forward, extend, have the hands, back of the hands touching, out. And then tip back from the hips, bring the arms around and in behind you, and neutral. Again, forward, backs of hands touch, extend and go out, and then around and in behind you. Neutral. Again, forward, backs of hands touch. Reach forward, then go out and around. And now we go forward and up about chest level. Open. Turn the palms to face forward, slide down. Neutral. Forward, backs of hands touch, lift up, go open. Palms face forward, slide down. Neutral. One more. And finally, full range, forward, backs of hands touch, keep them together high up as you can. Big open, down. Forward. So note, there's all this room in front of the body, but we don't try to crank the arms behind the body. Notice it's just a little bit back. We're not cranking it back. That will strain your shoulder. So don't strain the shoulder. And then there's neutral. Just relax. Forward. So all of the playground, all the movement is out in front of the body with just a teeny bit of room open in the back. Now in reverse. So we go back a little bit out and then around in front, staying down low first. Neutral, back, out, around and in. Again. Then we go to the middle level, back, out, up, around chest level. Together, down. Back, out and up. Forward, down. Back, out and up. Forward, down. And then we go back, out, up over the top. Down. Two more. Loose. Now scoot a little bit back on your chair. So you're very stable. Bring the right knee up and in. Gently grab the leg, pull it up and in, flex the foot. Now we're pushing, then back up, and then setting the foot down. Other leg. Load, push, load, down. switch, load, push, load, down, switch, load, push, load, down. Now try no hand assistance, just the brain. Load, push, load, down, switch, load, push, load, down. One more each. And down. Now, foot and ankle range of motion, straight leg, point, flex. Then tilt the foot in, out, and then circle in, around, and out. Reverse, out, around, and in. And switch. Other leg, point and flex. Tilt in, tilt out. Circle. Reverse. And down. Scoot forward to that front edge of your chair again. Arms hanging loose. We fold and then take those bent elbows out and up. And then down, in. Down, out, up. Down, around, and in. Down, out, and up. Down, around, and in. Now, elbows straight back behind you. Then down, forward, up. Forward, down, back. Down, forward, up. Forward, down, back. Down, forward, up. And down. Elbows out. Left high, right low, cross. Wrap. Elbows out. Switch. Cross. Wrap. Out. One more of each. Elbows down, arms out in front. Turn the palms down, up from the forearms. So notice how this part of my arm doesn't move at all. It's just here. And over time, you can get to where you can speed that up. Very good for carpal tunnel issues, arthritic issues, kind of shaking out that space. And then palms face up, we go open. This is external rotation, unfolding and opening. Then neutral, and then elbows out and around. That's internal rotation, folding, closing this way. And then open, unfold, externally rotate on the inhale. Close, fold, internally rotate. Exhale. Again. One more. Now stay open, step your feet wider apart than legs distance. We go up, over top, down. And then up, over top, down. And then this is called top and bottom open, bottom here, top here, and then top closing while bottom remains open, and then top and bottom open, top closing while bottom remains open. One more of each. And then both. Up and over, cross, turn the palms down, drop them between the legs, release. And then cross, opening, unfolding, externally rotating, and then closing, folding, internally rotating. Inhale, natural here. Exhale, natural here. And lastly, open. Bring your feet back to hip distance, arms back to neutral, wrists. If possible, you can start to add as you bend at the wrist, then you can gather the fingers a little bit, right? It's not a full fist. It's not even a fist at all. It's like just a folding. So as you do that, you're getting more opening through this space here. Roll through and then extend. Turn and gather. Roll it through. Open. Turn. Gather. Roll it through. Open. Reverse. Under. Over. Turn the palms. Under. Over. Turn the palms. Under. Over. Turn. Under. Over. Under. And palms face forward. Spread. Gather. Spread. Gather. Spread. Gather. Now, spread. Tiger claw into a fist. Open. Claw to a fist. Open. Fist. And bird beak. Thumb to pinky. Other three fingers touch. Down. Back. Bird beak. Down. Back. Beak. Down. Back. One more. And then float your hands, just pointing them at each other, and just try to be very soft and create just a little bit of sort of rippling like movement. And see if you can feel all little spaces inside your hand. So loose and soft. And eventually it could go like this. We've got a new star on the screen there. I love it. Hi, little person. I don't know if anyone could see that. Mark's got a little flower floating through the screen. And then we just hang loose and down. Now the swivel steps. So from seated position, bring your legs close together. Right leg, we lift the toes and turn external. One, and then lift the heel out, knee in. That's internal rotation. Two, and then toe and knee out. Three, heel out, knee in. Four, toe and knee out. Five. Reverse. One, two, three, four. Should be back on the fifth, back where you started. Do it again. Same leg. One, two, three, four, five, and in. One, two, three, four, five. Other leg. Toe and knee out. One, heel out, knee in. Two, toe and knee out. Three, heel out, knee in. Four, toe and knee out, 5, and then in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now both legs, it'll just be 3. 1, 2, 3. And then in. 1, 2, 3. And out. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Feet hip distance. Sit up very tall. From that space in your hips, hinge. Forward fold. And then sit up tall. And then tip back. Now we add a little something with the hands and arms. So turn your fingers in, your elbows out, and fold. And this opens up the back and shoulders that extra little bit. And then sit vertical. Lean back. Sit vertical and fold forward. Turn the fingers in, the elbows out and around. Do that one more time. So the main thing we're doing is hip hinging, folding at the hips, and then the rest of this is kind of additional flavor. Now, same flow except wide stance. The dragon takes a bow. Hands are on the knees, turn the fingers in, so we've got this shape, and then drop down in between, folding, and then sit up tall. Turn the arms to neutral, tip back. Fold from the hips, turn fingers in, elbows out, and up. One more. And last one. And then finally we do dragon stirs the sea. And Terry, I know you're dealing with some back issues, so you might want to skip this one, this little series here. So we've got the dragon stirs the sea with its tail. So we're rolling around, fingers in, elbows out, sweeping through and around, and then sweeping through. And reverse over to the left and fold and sweeping through. And again. The dragon stirs the sea with its tail and neutral. Feet back to hip distance, hang arms loose. We go out, turn the palms up, reach up, look up, then reach your right arm higher than the left, and then soften it, and left arm higher, and then soften, and then right arm high, and then left arm. And then reach them both at the same time. Reach. Float the arms out, all the way loose. Hands on legs. Head and neck, head down, neck down. And then neck back, then the head back. On the way down, head down, followed by the neck. On the way up, it's neck first. Take the neck back, followed by the head. Let's do that a couple more times. Head down, followed by the neck. Neck back, followed by the head. Two more. Now, the next time you're all the way back, then just settle to neutral with your bobblehead right on top of your head, and then turn right, smoothly back to center and over to the left. Smoothly to center and over to the right, and smoothly to center and to the left. Continue. Last time, turning to your left, back to center. Now, kind of a strange one. Chin forward, then back, and then way back. Middle, forward, middle, back. Forward, back. Forward, back. Now find the middle right on top and go side, middle, and side. Middle and side. Side. We'll do a few more. Now back to middle, and we do the spiral circle. So start by going a little bit right, back, left, forward. Right, back, left, forward. Continue. The next one can get a little larger, round by round. Can spiral the head and neck. A few more spiral. One more, all the way around until your head hangs in front loose. Let it hang. Then float that head up on top of the body again. And we go the other way. Small tip to the left and back, right and forward. Then the next one a little larger, left and back, right and forward. Next one a little larger still. Keep going. A few more rounds, just letting it organically, gradually grow. Again, it's always what's appropriate to your neck, your body. Every time you practice, there's not some external goal so much as the internal arrangement, the internal awareness of appropriate challenge. Last time around, and hang the head in front. Float the head up, and standing and sitting. We slide our feet back a little. We got the crown up tall. We got a bobblehead on top. We got shoulders and arms loose. We got loose legs and hips. So that allows us to ride the space between the body rather than what often happens with standing and sitting is people scrunch like this, they tighten in places, and then they push into the ground and try to get up. And that's just a lot of pain versus, and it's not very elegant functionally, versus space, long, loose, and then we fold at the hips and just kind of spill forward and rise all the way up, nice and loose. And the same thing on the way down. We hip hinge and just softly fold and sink down and land. And so see if you can ride the space between everything when you operate your body. And in a way, it almost feels like you're not, quote unquote, using your muscles because you're not jamming them up as we're often used to doing, but you're using them still. You're just using them in the perfect way. So Sung uses the muscles of the body. How could it not? But it uses them in this elegant, sort of like hydraulic, liquid, fluid way. Now, don't sit in your chair and just squat. So we're going here and sink. And then we're rising, and then we're adding this little arch just to stay loose, right? And then middle and back and sink and rise and hips. So the Taoist practices are to clean out what is extra, what's accumulated, and also to take the places that have collapsed and pump them, flush them, get some juice into those areas so that we've got function and comfort and ease through our movement. So as we start doing our Tai Chi, just have that idea that everything we're doing, we're really training the space between, right? This rising hands and then sinking hands. Let the arms go a little behind you. So again, it's right. And then this sink. So we're, in a sense, we're turning off, like you had an off button, turning off the tension-based system, which the Taoists call Li, clumsy tension-based strength. We're turning that one off to reveal the primary system, Sung, liquid, fluid, sort of like a sea creature in the ocean, just flooding the body with sort of hydraulic power, just out, down. Crane opening its wings, floating open, and sweeping down. See if you can also let this be expressed through the whole body. So it's not just the arms, it's the legs kind of straightening, the body kind of lifting, and then the whole body settling a little bit, right? So I'm not squatting, but there's some sort of little Tai Chi kind of horse stance sink. And then we're rising and we add to this. Turn your palms up and fold. And then settle straight down. Loose. Again, wing, roll palms up, fold, sink down. We do it again. Wing, roll, fold. Smooth. Everything's smoother and smoother and smoother. And Altenberg, don't get caught, right? You kind of got caught here and then you went out this way. You want to go down all the way, loose and then loose, right? Now we come back together, backs of hands touch, come up, palms face forward, up and out, and sweep down. Again, backs of hands touch, come up, out, down. Once more. And wings, right hand over top, left hand underneath, two magnets attract, they repel, and then over the top and under to the wings, over the top with the left, under with the right, two magnets attract, and repel, and around, over and under, retract, repel. One more. Out to the wings, down, up, elbows back, palms turn to face forward and push. Turn the palms to face the body, draw. Turn the palms, push. Turn, draw. Turn the palms, push, and draw. Turn your left palm to push, push. As that pushes, let your body naturally turn to the right. Turn your left palm to face your body, right hand face forward, push and draw. Let your body turn a little to your left. Turn the right hand to face the body, left hand face forward, push and draw. Simultaneous change the hands. Turn and then push and draw. Simultaneous change the hands, push and draw. Change hands, push and draw. Change hands, push and draw. One more. And then both hands back, loosely hanging down. From your middle, you got two legs. Shift over to your right leg, sinking down through it. Turn the body right along that midline and sweep your hands over to the right side. Now, your hands are over here. Turn both palms so they face back to your left. So now we shift from the middle, down the left leg, turn the body, and then we've got brush knee with the left hand and sweep the leg with the right. Then turn those palms. Now we're going that way. So it's first shift leg, turn body, then you've got brush knee, sweep the leg. Turn the hands, and again, shift, turn, brush knee, sweep the leg, and turn the hand. Shift and turn, brush and sweep. And again. Now, remember in the seated exercise, we kept our hands low and we were doing circles with the hands, right? So now your right hand is going to do one of those low circles, shift and turn. Your left hand still does brush knee. So shift and turn, brush knee, and swirl the string. Now bring your right hand close to the body. Your left hand casts somewhat forward. So now it's shift and turn, brush knee, and look at where this hand is. So instead of it being here out, soft and long as you can with your left arm, out, and then keep it at that far distance for the whole circle till it comes in close. Now the right arm, cast it far away, but keep it low. Because a lot of times we tighten and we lift, but we don't realize how to fang sung, or soften into length. And keep that length. And then bring that hand in. So this is the bear swirls the string. Now we keep that length, but lift the right arm a little bit and turn the palm to face forward. So now it's brush knee and swat the low jumping fish. That right hand falls in the water, left hand floats up, and we shift. We got brush knee, and we've got swat the low jumping fish. And we set it up on this side for shift, turn, brush, knee, swat, low jumping fish. Then middle jumping fish. So we got to make sure to keep the fang sung, or the soft length, float the arm up to chest level. And then we've got brush knees the same, but this other arm has changed. It's a little further up, right? Bear swats the middle jumping fish. Now we're ready here. Brush knee is the same. Right arm is chest level or thereabouts. and then they chain. And then it's shift and turn, brush, knee, and swap. And then chain. And then shift, turn, brush, knee, and swap. Change. Now a little higher jumping fish. So the brush knee remains the same, but your left arm reaches above the head and down. And then above the head, buying even more internal space, internal real estate, right? Because our feet are staying on the ground and we're extending and reaching down. Now go for the bear scrapes the sky. Touch the highest place in the room, but don't let your feet come off the ground. So you have to open up the body, and then right arm coming down, left arm floating up, and still keep track of the brush knee hand, right? So don't just lose track of that. You're still brush knee, but you're also reaching to the sky and down. And now your left hand will be brush knee ready and the right arm is reach. We're coming up, brush knee and scrape the sky. Now stay in your left leg, left arm wing, roll, fold. Right hand is dipped in the water ready for brush knee. Now we're going shift, turn, brush knee, and push. Full extend the push. The brush knee hand will have brushed and started winging as the left arm comes down. Right arm wing roll fold. Now we're ready. Weight still in your right leg. Left foot's ready to take the weight. So we're shifting, turning, brushing knee, and pushing. As you're finishing the push of the right arm, left arm's winging up. And as the left arm roll folds, the right hand gets down into the water. Then we're ready to shift and turn, brush knee and push. Finish extending the left arm completely, right? Don't let yourself get stuck here. Your left arm, push. Then as it's on its way down, right arm, wing, roll, fold. Then shift, turn, brush knee, push. Now, as you're pushing, left arm winging, rolling and folding as your right hand gets down, and then shift and turn. Now, pause here, wash, and settle. Golden rooster feet. Put all your weight in your right leg, turn your left heel in a little bit, shift all your weight to your left leg, bring your right heel in a little bit. So see how the feet are a mirror of each other, kind of turned out. Put all your weight in your right leg, left foot empty, touch the toe in front, empty, right? This foot's empty. Bring the foot back, change. So we're sitting through one leg to free the other foot. Bring the foot back. The navel stays pretty much facing forward. Crown above. And then what we add is the hands. So as you go into your left leg, right toe touch in front, bend your right elbow so the fingers point straight up, and the left hand kind of dipped into the water by your side here. So it's not just lifeless, it's a little bit aware. Now bring your right foot back with no weight. Turn your right palm forward, left palm in. Now change the weight to your right leg simultaneously, hands switch. So the hand that's going down, there's a hand that's coming up, and that foot is empty, touch. Bring that left foot back, turn left palm forward, right palm in, and then change the weight to your left leg. Left hand goes down, right comes up, toe. Bring the right foot back, right palm turns forward, left palm turns in, and then chain. Touch. Bring the left foot back, turn the palms. So when I say turn the palms, yeah, notice it's just this, and then you wait so that now all of this can happen together, the change of the hands and the foot. Let's do that one more time. Bring the right foot back and just turn your palms, and then change the weight. The hands change high to low, low to high, and the toe. Now we add this challenge. You got the toe there. Lift the foot and knee a little bit and touch the ground again. If you can do that, play with, can you lift a little higher? If you can do that, possibly tuck it all the way in. Remember when we were in the chair tucking, that's one of the reasons we do that, is to find that full tuck and then extend back down. Tuck, down, tuck, down. Now we switch and do that on the other side. So bring your left foot back, turn left palm forward, right palm in, change the weight, get to a little toe touch, and then we add the challenge of a little bit of a lift or more lift, whatever your maximum lift is that you can keep the teacup on your head. And it's not just the lifting phase, but also this lowering phase. You have to be able to do that without spilling the tea as well. So it's the lift and the lower. Lift. Now we're going to switch each time. So you bring that foot down, set it up as a landing zone, turn right palm forward, left palm in. Now change the weight and go right into a lifting challenge. Put that foot down and turn the palms. Change the weight. Lifting challenge. Change the weight. Golden rooster stands on one leg. Change. And bear washing paws in the stream. Then play with clouds. So your right hand sweeps the lake and floats up. Now we shift, turn, cloud, lake. The cloud rains down, the lake vapors up, and then we shift, turn, cloud, lake, vapor and rain. Shift and turn, cloud, lake, vapor and rain. Shift and turn, cloud, lake, vapor and rain. Let's add this challenge where you shift and turn. Now bring your left foot in as your hands are changing. Step your left foot back out and then shift and turn, cloud, lake. Now bring the right foot in and out. Shift and turn. And then bring that left foot in and back out. Shift and turn. And your right foot in and out. Shift and turn. And pause here. Take your right arm behind your back, get it out of the game. Your left hand, bottom of a ball, forward, shift and turn, flying diagonal. Turn the palm out, crane wings sweeping down. Shift and turn, sweep the lake, bottom of a ball, meaning the palm is facing up here. And then it's forward. As you shift and turn, this forward goes on an upward diagonal. So it started down here, it ends up all the way up here. So what it isn't doing is this. It's not swinging this way, it's going this way. So make sure you're traveling on that unique path of out and across. And then turn the palm out and crane wing, lake, bottom of ball. And again, the flying diagonal out, and then shift and turn, flying diagonal. Also make sure, I'll turn sideways, you can see I'm not cranking my arm this way. So it gets to this region, so it's not here. So it is over here and a little bit behind, but it's just not cranked back like that. So it's just to there. And then out and wing. Let's do one more of those. The flying diagonal. Turn the palm out and sweep. And then wash your paws and put the left hand behind your back, your right hand bottom of ball, flying diagonal. And make sure the arm doesn't win the race too much in the movement, right? We don't want to go arm and then be like, oh, body, right? That doesn't flow. So it's this harmony. This is harmonization of your movement. It's this paradox, this yin yang of everything is connected and yet it's loosely connected. It's separate from each other, but not so separate that there's no dynamism or communication. So this in-between state of loose, spacious, and yet totally in communication, totally harmonized. One more. And wash your paws, back to neutral. Left hand, bottom of a ball. Right hand, top of a ball. Palms facing each other, right? So they're facing each other. And then they keep facing that same general direction all the way open, fully extended, and then all the way back, ball. So these first two, make sure your bottom hand there, Terry, stays palm up. So don't let the hand turn over. Keep that palm up all the way out. Yeah. So that we did parallel to the ground. Now let's do that at a diagonal. So now that left hand's going to do the flying diagonal. The right hand does a downward diagonal, and they're complementary to each other. All right, so this is called stroking the wild horse's mane, which is a kind of an interesting visual. This massive horse's mane, and we're stroking it. Now, full expression of stroking wild horse's mane. Then turn left palm out, right palm up, embrace the moon. Go around the big wheel, hold the ball. And then stroke wild horse's mane, flying diagonal, downward diagonal. And then turn those palms, left palm out, right palm up, and embrace the moon. Now, as you're embracing the moon, shift to your right leg, turn the body right, sort of storing, gathering. Now, as you stroke wild horse's mane, shift left, turn left. Finish the yang phase, the expression phase, then turn left palm out, right palm up, start the yin phase, the returning phase, the consolidation phase. Finishing the consolidation as you store and then begin the yang phase of express. Express, express, express. And then it finishes. It gets to the end, and then it begins the yin phase of storing, returning. One more. Stroking wild horse's mane. And around. And now right hand out and down, left hand turn, wash, wash. Settle. Right hand bottom of ball, left hand top. First parallel to the ground, stroke and back. Diagonal stroke. back. Stroke wild horse's mane. Embrace the moon. Right hand turns out, left hand turns up. Right hand has to come under. Left hand has to go over. Now shift to your left leg. Turn to the left, a sort of storing, gathering gesture. Now it's going to be that diagonal while you shift right and turn the body right. So your torso should rotate inside the body. And then turn right palm out, left palm up, and then embracing the moon, shift left, turn left, gather. And then shift right, turn right, stroke. Make sure your left arm also keeps going so it doesn't get stuck here. It's got to keep going till it feels free, open, spacious. Then turn right palm out, left palm up, and loose, right? Loose the whole time. So we're riding the space of all these parts and the space inside the torso to shape change and then shift and turn. So probably to, if you want to simplify it entirely, that's really what we're here doing. It's just the body has potential for interior room, interior space that allows for function. And most of us have at least a lot of areas that are either stuck with tension or collapsed with lack of flow. And so just use these movements, use these gestures to help improve that state. All right, so we're loose and spacious and just, all right, and then now to finish, sweep left hand underneath, right hand folds over and turn a little more to the right. And then right hand under, left hand folds over. And then we're going, then stay in that right leg and left hand comes under, right hand over, turn a little more, and then right hand under, left hand folds over. And finally, hold the ball, right hand down, left hand turn, wash, wash, settle, wing, roll, fold, settle. And then you seal the practice, this center point on each palm. You go right on, here's my belly button. I'm going center point on the, right there. And then this center point on the back of the center point. So it's a sort of a wine barrel cork. And then we'll bow to finish. Thank you, everybody. Great job. If you have any questions or thoughts or insights, feel free to unmute. And if you just have to go, you can wave and go if you got somewhere else to be. Anything at all? Yeah, good to have you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, great to see
I
you.
need to update my email.
What's that?
I need to update my email.
Oh, what do you mean?
It changed.
Your email.
Correct.
So you'll update it with PD Active, you mean?
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Update that with Evangeline, and I think it's PD Active. Yeah, if you just get on pdactive.org, that should help you.
Oh,
Cool.
thank you.
All right. Anything else?
Are all of
Thanks,
the
Otto. Good class.
Yeah, thanks, Mark.
movement names and animal names and had a part of Tai Chi language, or is that
What do you mean?
all the names that you use for the?
Yeah, those are the classic names, the Golden Rooster, the But they also have like some of them are animal names, some of them are nature names, some of them are they sound really cool in Chinese, but all they are is saying like one of them is called Zheng Fu Jai Die, which is really cool, but it just means opening, unfolding, closing, folding. That's just what it means. But it sounds cooler in Chinese. So I don't know if that answers your question, but yeah, there's
So
sort
if
of
we
names that are evocative of a quality that you want to have that can help, um, or it can tell you something more mechanical sometimes.
so if we take your class for a while and then drop into a Tai Chi class in China, some of the names will sound familiar.
Well, except they might be saying them in Chinese,
Okay.
and I'm not saying them in Chinese. At least the ones that I'm saying, like Golden Rooster and Parting a Wild Horse's Mane. But the most important part, the names are not as important as the movement. So like you'll go and see someone do a form and go, "Oh, yeah, I recognize that now," instead of it being totally unintelligible when they're doing this, you're going, "Oh, that looks like a cloud hands," but Yang style does it with the back of the hand facing, Chen style does it often with the palm facing, but they're both called hands play with clouds.
I see.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, that's good.
Cool. Cool. But what are you wondering, Mark? You're wondering.
Wondering where the language comes from for the movements, and you're telling us some Chinese, and when you're referring to some of your movements, I guess.
Yeah, well, like I'm telling you Chinese mostly with Zhongjung meaning central upright, Song meaning soft and supple. If you say the word Song in in China, I say it sometimes. I have Chinese folks in my older folk class at Lake Park, and I'll say, what does Song mean? And they go, oh, loose, loose. They know the word, they just don't know the significance of it necessarily. They've heard it in language, but they're not Tai Chi studying. They haven't studied Tai Chi. So now they're going, oh, Sung is not just this word meaning like my shoelace is loose, but it means a state of my body that is like a superhero state that I could be in, from a Taoist perspective. So you have to unmute. I can't hear you.
Nice if there was a little syllabus or dictionary or list of terms.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I make lists for my clients. I guess I could send something out with the Tai Chi.
I'm hearing them now, but I'm not absorbing them and reading them aloud or reading them with a.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think the most important part is the movement is more important than the name, but the name does help. It kind of identifies like, oh, what am I doing? You know?
Well, good. Thank you very much.
All right, man. See ya.